morning and welcome to After GMS. My name is Sydney Moore. We're here with our Ben Briscoe, our meteorologist Ed Matthews, and our other meteorologist Christian Morgan.
Hi.
So today we are in because Megan and Tracy have the day off, but we still are excited. This is my favorite part of filling in on the shift is After GMS. We get to talk with you guys. So join us live on Facebook. Give us your comments. We want to know, how are you doing this morning? What are you thinking about? What are big stories we should be chasing today? All of that.
Well, first let's start with the weather. Hot, hot, hot.
That's it. That's it. That's the forecast. Hot and more of it. Back into the 90s again. If you keep a track, we're up to 8 days in the 90s so far this year. And 6 of those days have come in the month of June. Yeah, I know we're only halfway through, but June's going to go down as remembered being a hot and humid month for this year. 6 days in the 90s, of course, 4 of those over the last 4 days in a row. It just even looks hot. As you look out over the Piedmont right now, we have some heat, we have the humidity all building in, and if you stepped outside this morning, you know, you expect it to be refreshing in the morning, and it's not. You just step outside and it's just washes over you, right? Like a steam bath. That's going to continue, but we are anxiously and very much in anticipation watching this cold front that's going to be heading our way tomorrow night into the day on Saturday. And yes, it will bring some much warranted, much welcomed relief from the heat and from the humidity, but it's going to be brief. Notice what's happening here in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We've had a strong ridge of high pressure in control of our weather for the last couple of days. And as you look into the upper atmosphere, when you have high pressure and air high pressure up to the in the upper levels of the atmosphere, it sinks, and when air sinks, it warms. So not only do we have the south wind bringing in the warmer air at the surface, we also have sinking air from the upper levels of the atmosphere, and so all of those things both combined are giving us this hot weather that we have. Now, over the course of today and tomorrow, that ridge of high pressure is going to shift back to the west a bit, so we're allowed to get in on some cooler and drier air for the next couple of days. But just as quickly as we do that, that high pressure ridge starts to move back to the east as we go into next week. So we're going to see more 90s in the forecast for the Piedmont. 94 today, 94 for your Friday as well. The records today and tomorrow are both 98 degrees. So I think we'll stay clear of tying or breaking any of those records, but it's still going to be hot, feeling like 100 degrees plus this afternoon across the area. We'll also keep an eye out for a few thunderstorms as we head into the afternoon and to the evening. Don't expect there to be many, but the ones that do pop up could pack a bit of a punch with a damaging wind gust, some hail, or frequent lightning as well. There's just so much heat energy in the atmosphere, and that's really what's driving our thunderstorm chance as opposed to being any forcing mechanism like a cold front. Heading into the weekend, there's relief. 80s Saturday and Sunday. It's funny talking about 80s being refreshing, right? Well, compared to mid-90s, feeling like 100, it's going to feel pretty nice over the weekend. Of course, the heat and humidity ramp back up heading into next week. We'll soar back into the mid-90s again by Tuesday and Wednesday.
When you showed the heat map,
Yeah.
Tawanda just wrote Jesus. I think she hit the nail on the head for today.
Just want to make sure you stay hydrated for sure.
In your morning headlines, let's talk about what's going on. Overnight, a man was put in police custody after a 4-hour standoff at a Greensboro motel. Police say Michael Robinson Jr. barricaded himself in a hotel room. Officers say he shot at officers when they arrived at the Relax Inn just after 7:20 yesterday evening. Police say they did not shoot back. Hours later, police were able to peacefully take Robinson into custody.
In a virtual forum tonight, the city of Greensboro wants to talk about violence and its impact. The Criminal Justice Advisory Commission is hosting a virtual forum on the topic at 6:30 p.m. You can find a link to the live stream on the city's website. And in just a few hours, the Career Center Network is hosting its annual summer mega career fair from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There is said to be over 1,000 jobs, music, giveaways, and more at the event. It will be at the Bryant Park Conference Center in Brown Summit. Companies in attendance include Spectrum, Lowe's Foods, FedEx, and Procter & Gamble, and that is just a few to name.
Okay, we already warned you about the heat. Staying hydrated and staying cool, just some of the ways people are trying to beat that summer heat, which means some people opt to stay inside. No one wants to be out there in all of this.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Do you?
No,
Yeah.
But if you're homeless, there's not a whole lot of options.
Right. And 2 nonprofit organizations are helping prepare for the summer weather, and you can help too. Denise McMillan has more on how you can pitch in.
Well, I'm sure almost everyone is trying to escape the heat, including myself. But not everyone has a place to go. On any given day, 83 people experiencing homelessness here in Guilford County have to sleep on the streets. But the United Way of Greater Greensboro and the Volunteer Center of the Triad are putting together kits with items like umbrellas and reusable water bottles to give the homeless a bit more of relief for this summer heat. The nonprofits need your help collecting items for their Beat the Heat kits. Here's the full wish list. Items include bug spray and handheld fans. Donations can be dropped off at 1500 Yanceyville Street until Monday, June 20th.
Well, as we are all experiencing this dreadful heat, the kits will just make it a little bit more bearable for people experiencing homelessness and give people in the community a chance to make a difference and volunteer in different ways as far as donating items.
And the United Way will take all the kits they collect to the Interactive Resource Center, a day center for the homeless, and to Partners Ending Homelessness during their day of action on June 21st. And again, items can be put in the drop box here at 1500 Yanceyville Street until June 20th. That's Monday.
Well, it's a dream many of us have, winning the lottery. What would you do first? Better yet, who would you even tell first? Well, chime in the comments right now.
While you're thinking about that, the next drawing for the Mega Millions is tomorrow night. 273 million is the estimated to go to one lucky winner. Hopefully they don't have to split it.
Wow.
Here's who some people say they would not tell their family.
Oh.
A survey revealed 83% of people would keep the news from their relatives. These survey takers say they have thoughtful ideas they would put the money towards. 88% say they donate a portion of their winnings or give some to a relative in need. The top 5 things the survey say people do after winning include traveling the world, paying off debt, becoming an artist, writing a book, and playing video games full time.
Wow, that many people said they would not tell their family.
As soon as you tell them, they're going to be calling, hey, can I borrow this?
Yeah,
Can I borrow that?
That's true because they're comfortable with you.
Where are you taking us to dinner at?
Where are you taking us to dinner? Well, many of you guys have already been chiming in. Melody says, I would only tell my family, and what I would do with it, that's a hard question. Joanna says she would donate for kids who are ill, and she would only tell her husband. Let's see. Bobby says he would tell my uncle, brother, sister, father, and attorney. All right.
Attorney should
Smart.
be first on that list.
An accountant for sure.
Let's see. Ramona says my family. Vanessa says my family. See, a lot of people are saying their family, guys. You know, I believe I would tell my family.
I'll tell my family.
How much of your family? Like, do you want all your cousins to know? Or
Well,
just
I
like,
mean, just my immediate
mom.
family, right? Mom,
Yeah.
my dad, my sister. I would
By
tell.
the time you start doing it, you'll have a whole lot more cousins than
Yeah,
thought
you
did.
really would. They'll be showing up for you.
Where did you come from?
What about you, Ed? Who would you tell? What would you do?
I would tell my immediate family. The rest of the family, maybe not so much. So I wouldn't have a problem telling the immediate family. I got a laundry list of things I could use that money for with a little over 200,000 miles on my vehicle. Still running like a top. Yeah, I'd probably buy a vehicle. I would pay off bills. And of course, you guys know what I'm going to say. I'm going to buy that big fat house in Key West that I looked at just a couple of weeks ago.
Did you really?
I walked back when I look at real estate down there in Dream because Dream doesn't cost any money.
It doesn't at all.
And I found a house.
It's got a lot
Beautiful
of
house.
pamphlets and brochures
Yeah.
now at his home.
I found a beautiful house in Key West, just a mere $3.5 million.
Just go get it.
That's it. You know.
Just go get it. Write them a check.
Well,
yeah.
I know money like that would be great with just gas in general.
Yeah, I'd buy
as
some
well,
gas,
too.
a gallon or two.
A gallon or two. What else would you do?
I don't know, I'd be out at that point.
Yeah.
I would pay off some debt that I have still left. Would donate a lot to my church to help us pay off the debt of our new family life center that we have. I would absolutely give some to my family, mom and dad and brother. And then,
so sweet.
then, save it, invest it.
Yeah.
Maybe find a a good charity that I'm passionate about to give that money towards.
Very
And he didn't
nice.
say a thing about coworkers. He was naming the
I
family.
said a good. I said a good.
You
I
know?
didn't hear Ed Matthews
I
in that
I didn't hear
list.
Sydney Moore
I
either.
said
Maybe I
good.
wasn't listening good enough.
I said a good
You're
charity.
basically family, right?
And Ben said that's because we're basically family.
Have to
That's
donate.
true. Okay.
Have to donate to the furniture store supplying your house in Key West.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Don't break your back. Well, LeVar says, I would tell my family. Then he says he's going to get out of here and leave the country. Okay, he's gone. Rhonda says, I would make a sizable donation to my church, not tell anyone but immediate family, and maybe take a nice trip. Maybe she'll go to Key West too.
Yeah,
Ed.
come on down.
I know one thing I want to do is like adopt like 50 dogs. I want to have like a whole pack of animals. I think that's the dream for most people.
Yeah.
See, just one or two.
You would buy iced
one or
coffee.
two golden retrievers would be fine for me. 50's a lot to keep up with, bro.
Well, you hire someone to take care of
That's
most
true.
of it.
Not
You just get to go in and play
not
with all of
only
them.
would he buy iced coffee, he would just go ahead and buy Starbucks.
I was about to say, you could.
Just have
You
your
could.
own Starbucks.
Just
yeah.
make your own local coffee. What would you name it?
Why have Starbucks when I have Christians?
That's true.
Oh.
That's true,
Is that the
yeah.
name of your local like iced coffee shop you would name it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Why not?
People get it confused with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because you can't choose. Christian loves Chick-fil-A coffee.
I don't know.
Which would it be,
I
Christian?
spent a lot of my money on both.
Well, thank you guys so much for commenting. LeVar says he'd be in Key West chilling with Ed as
All
well,
right,
too.
come on down.
Joanna says only my husband and kids. That's who she tell. And Carolyn would say she would live life large. I wish I had my sunglasses. She used the sunglass emoji.
I would probably, thinking more about it, I would probably live the same life I live now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would definitely not want to quit working because I really love my job.
What?
I just would maybe not work as much.
We'll see
Like
where your
maybe
loyalty
go-
lies.
Look, I love my job, but if I don't have to work,
Oh.
I'm not going to.
But then how do you have purpose? I feel
Oh,
like
I would find a lot of projects, finding unwanted
you do
pets,
charity work, yeah.
charity
Yeah.
work and things like that.
Donating,
Yeah, and I
getting
was talking about your new house in Key West and all that, but Christian was on the money. Got to give a certain amount to the church and also charities.
Yeah.
Use that money for great beneficial things.
Yeah.
do.
I mean, I'll be honest. I like my life now.
Yeah, me
too.
I wouldn't want to change so much of the routine. I also would. There are some people that are, just insanely rich, but you would never know it.
Yeah.
And that's
right.
that's the kind of person I would want to.
I have known
the kind of
people
life I
like
would want
that.
to live.
yeah.
You don't think they have $1 in their back pocket and they're wealthy, they dress just average, they don't want everything.
All
That's the way I
really
want to
need,
be.
Like the lotto I want to win is just enough to pay off the house,
Yeah.
buy a new fancy car that I always dreamed about, and be able to take a extreme vacation for 2 weeks a year.
Yeah. What is this jackpot? Is it 200?
273
You see,
million.
I don't even want that much money.
lot.
That's a lot of
I
money.
mean, I'll
that's
take it.
stressful.
Right, I'm not complaining about it.
You're gonna hand it to me. I'll be like, okay.
What do you end up
I'd
with
be on my way.
on this one? What do you end up with after taxes? Like
Basically like half.
yeah, 100, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
125, 150.
120, 500, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot
That's
of money.
enough.
That's a lot
That
of
is
money. It's
still
like, where do you find a bank
9
big enough to
digits.
put all that?
Right.
Holes in the backyard.
There
Right.
you go.
the
You
shovel
see
out.
me digging in the backyard.
Now,
you
when
know,
did
I'm
they
one.
announce it again?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
So you
night.
got
So
time
it's too
to buy a
late.
ticket.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
No, it's not too late to
It
go.
could be you. Or you.
Or it could be you.
Or you. Or
Won't
me.
be me, 'cause
You
I'm
get a
not
ticket.
playing.
You get a ticket.
Or
You
me.
get a ticket. Words of Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Hold on. If you watched this a few weeks ago, a month ago when we had Ben on,
Where
Ben
we
was
going?
talking about a rabbit's foot.
Okay.
And Belinda said, if you got this much money, you could buy a real rabbit's foot.
Oh, Belinda, I love a good callback.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Very nice. Well, Christian, Ed, the weather here today, it's a good day for folks to get out there, go and enjoy the pool, but stay hydrated.
Win the lottery and go somewhere cold.
Oh, that's actually kind of smart.
Count that money in a freezer or something.
Yeah.
There
Y'all talk
you go.
about it.
Can you buy cooler weather? Well, we're going to get some for free this weekend. Hey, I like that word free, okay? But in the meantime, we got to continue to pay the price with the hot weather. Yeah, today and tomorrow, low and mid 90s. We'll be on the lookout for a few afternoon storms, maybe 1 or 2 of those strong. But once a cold front moves through late Friday night, just for 2 days, but 2 lovely, lovely days of cooler, drier, less humid air. Just in time for the weekend. What great timing, Saturday and Sunday, but you better get out and enjoy it because the heat and humidity will come back next week. Upper 80s on Monday, and we're right back into the mid 90s Tuesday and Wednesday, and you guessed it, that humidity is going to come back as well.
No, you can tell the humidity to stay away.
Fix it.
You can tell them right now, that way they get the message before it gets here.
I don't think they listen to me. Whoever they are.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching After GMS. We'll see you right back here tomorrow on the Good Morning Show.